I got the nickname Pollo from a neighborhood friend. This one tough. He was a good friend to me. He goes by the name of Aiba, where real name is Edwin Duke, aka Aiba. I grew up in Concordia, where I grew up on the west side. Majority of my life I spent there. I moved in 1997. He was a great motivator, great friend. He always encouraged me to do my music and whatever I'm doing, keep pushing myself. Ironically, every time he saw me, I was eating chicken, and so he would talk to me in Spanish from time to time, and he say, from now on I'll call you Pollo. I hated that nickname, hated it with a passion. And then it started in the neighborhood, and then it made it to school because some of my friends from the neighborhood started to call me it in school, and I was like, dude, but that's not my name. I hated it. Moving forward, he was a great motivator, and he would tell me, never stop what you're doing, keep pushing. When I started the music thing, he was always there pushing me, don't stop, don't let nobody tell you nothing different. And one day they're gonna respect you, and you're gonna be one of the baddest thing ever. Those were his words. And came the time for my first village performance, inclusion festival. It was festival back then, and the night of my performance, he was shot and killed. He got shot twice and killed, and he didn't even get to see me perform. And then from that day, I made a promise to myself, whatever I'm going into, I get myself into, I'm going to finish it, I'm going to see it till the end, I'm going to go through it, and I embraced it. I started to embrace the nickname more because of him, and it's like he already had a vision. He already saw 10, 15 years later down the line that, that I was going to be somebody great, and that's basically how I got the nickname Pollo. Pollo just started in just about my senior year in college, from my junior to senior year in college. I started with my friend Rizul, Rodney Harris Jr., Rizul is a now, and we came up with the name Apollo Legion. I wanted my name subliminally in it, like a hidden message, and also I didn't want, I felt like the word clothing brand and stuff like that would be kind of redundant to me in a sense. So I wanted something different. I wanted something where you're going to ask a question, what does it mean? It's going to intrigue you. So we came up with some names. I know I wanted Pollo in it for sure. And then we were like drafting out ideas, and then one day we came up with Apollo. I like that pronunciation. It sounds different. It sounds powerful. And then ironically, when we did the research, we stumbled upon great people that was associated with the name Apollo. Showtime at the Apollo, the best entertainment in the world, some of the best entertainment in the world. Apollo Creed, one of the best boxers ever. Apollo 13, the first spaceship to land on the moon. And also the Greek god Apollo. He is a musician. He's also a musician, which I found it, really ironic that we are both musicians. Rizzo said it too. He said, "You remind me. You guys have a lot of similarities." And he played a string-like instrument called a lyre. It's like a mini harp, and I played the bass guitar. So I felt like it connected, it meshed, and it was a good vibe. Legion meaning a large body of people, also the elites of a certain kind. So when you hear a legion. You think something strong, something powerful, like the best of the best. So it's a certain kind of class that you have or pride when you wear a Pollo Legion. The highs and lows for the business. The highs definitely opening the store, man. That was a big step, a big risk, but great reward. The feeling nonetheless was amazing to have something, me coming from, not, I won't say poor, but I didn't always have it. It was just like every average person. It was definitely a struggle. I had struggles, I had my own battles to fight. And for me, it meant a lot more than just having a brand and a store or making money. I wanted something as a young black man with my name on it. Growing up in the islands or Caribbean, where I'm from is not much choices for black men. So I wanted to take a different route and have something to pass on to hopefully my children one day when God blesses me with, my family. I could pass on to them something other than my name. Yeah. The lows was definitely losing money, making investments, stuff going bad, the economy dropping, where it's like pandemic for example, after Hurricane Irma and Maria definitely was a big deficit to the business, and I was just really struggling to make ends meet. That was the lows, but at that point in time, I knew even then I couldn't quit. I had no choice but to keep going, and that's why I live by this code. I felt like I created it. I never heard it before. It's okay to fail, but it's not okay to give up. That's what I believe in, and I keep pushing. The quote that I probably got the idea from is from Thomas Edison. He said, I have not failed, I just found 10,000 ways it won't work. So I live by that quote, I believe in that, and that's why I'm still here 5 years later. Oh man, the pandemic affected the business really bad. Not much foot traffic in the store that I'm used to, and in the Caribbean, in the store where the storefront is St. Croix, US Virgin Islands. So they like, and I said they as the customers like that interaction, a social interaction, that physical touch where they could touch the merchandise and see it, and they just want to meet the person behind the brand. So with the pandemic trickling down and coming into effect in the Virgin Islands, it was hard, and I had to figure out ways to adjust to accommodate the business, or to uplift it, or keep it afloat on a whole. It was just for me to get creative. So there was frustrating nights and days where I'd be like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Should I get a next job and stuff like that? But I kept going. That's how you just gotta keep going until the end, until you see through. My advice for those who is going to start a business, don't give up. Really weigh out your pros and cons. Please do your research. And do not do it for the money. If you're doing it for the money, then you've already failed. Because there will be nights where you have nothing to go off of but fumes and faith. You have to believe in yourself and definitely put your best foot forward. I didn't want to be the face of the Pollo Legion for for a number of reasons, but the main one is like I really didn't care for the attention. I don't do things for the attention. I don't do it for the fame or the clout, as they would say now. It's just something I wanted to do. If I feel the need, I just have that burning desire to do something. If I feel like I could do it, I want to try something, I'll do it. You know, never. I will discourage myself from time to time, but I still more than likely will do it. But that's just something I didn't care for all the attention, so it was just an accomplishment or a milestone in my book. The changes for the 5-year anniversary, definitely upgrading the website, uplifting it, making it more user friendly. I took some constructive criticism from friends, customers, close friends. You know, my girlfriend, and so she gave me great feedback. You know, at first I didn't like it, but I had to take the constructive criticism and realize that this is only going to make it better. I wanted to uplift the website, give it a total facelift. I want the customers to, when they log on to the website, they see something different. They give them that wow kind of effect. So this year, I've decided to add some ambassadors and make sure lacking that clientele where the brand is always represented. And it started out with customers being friends turning to family, and you know, just giving it more of a title rather than just, you know, having somebody who supports you. Give them some sense of pride. Ambassadors, just like the different clothing brands, I'm taking notes from everybody. They have ambassadors, and it gives them a sense of pride. Also, you know, you make people feel like they're worth something. They're appreciated. So these people who I chose for the ambassadors are people who really been helping me. They're not just customers that shop and spend $200, $300 in the store. They really help me because they want to help and they don't expect anything in return. And for that, I am forever grateful to them. I definitely want to make some changes in the store, making it more easier to shop as well, not only online but in store. Giving it more of a boutique feeling. I've noticed that, those are my plans, those are my intentions, to give it a more of a boutique feeling, relaxing environment. I always feel that customers will shop when they feel comfortable in the store. You don't even have to buy something. A lot of the people or friends, customers, they come in and they chill, they spend the afternoon with me, or they just to kill time in between meetings or on lunch breaks. You know, they come in and see it's like a family room or home room for students. It's just a place of sanctuary, I guess you want to say, a way to get away from the wall. I like the vibe that I have in the store for that reason. That's more of the uplift, and of course having a more professional look on the business. So yeah, I had some customers that we didn't know each other from nowhere, and you know, we started, it developed a relationship from, some of them was from the first interaction, and it's like they saw potential in the brand, they saw potential in me on a whole, and even down to some of their, you know, some were parents, and because of their children or family members or friends supporting the brand and vouching for me with great reputation, you know, and also with their children looking up to me, that build relationships on a whole different level where I never expected. Like, you want to talk about the kindness of strangers? Let's talk about me doing a pop-up shop in Portola or St. Thomas or any place in the world. I've done it over in the mainland as well. And some people up to this day still reach out to me and they shop, they buy, or they support it, or if I'm coming in the area, hey, you need help, you know, these kind of things. Customers turn into family, and family is everything to us. At the end of the day, that's how we help.